So what do the ferns and the ERNS have in common? Cocoa, E-R-N, okay? I'm not even joking. So I just took a tinkle on some ferns. Right there. That is what you call fern. Okay? There's ferns around here next to cones. You get the message from God that He ordained? What do the ferns and the ERNS have in common? E-R-N, which equals cocoa, equals up. The design of the fern, it draws your eye up, shaped like a cone, up, 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 like arrows. I tell you, and there's cones everywhere. I tell you, I get this cocoa up message from God everywhere in my life. It's not hard, but now I have more of the puzzle completed in my mind. So there's ferns everywhere. Ferns everywhere. Okay, they draw your eye up. They point up. They also grow next to pine trees that shed cones, up, 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 cocoa, okay? So cool. So ERN is the word for sea eagles, including the bald eagle. Okay, so ERN equals cocoa. What should you feed your children? Cocoa. ERN is on the end of children. You study ERN through English, you'll get the cocoa message through everything. Okay, so the ferns are reminding you to drink cocoa. The ERN, wherever God puts one in front of your face, like bald eagles the last few days of my life, cocoa. The ERN is on top of the skies. He's a king of the skies. ERN. Okay, that's all the sea eagles, including the great bald eagle. So he's on top of the skies. Ferns contain ERN. They point up. Cocoa, cocoa, cocoa. See that? I just shared with you more of the puzzle. Okay? More of your sacred universe using Gematria that God puts in front of your face. So there's a fern. The fern is pointing up. FERNS, that contains R-O-D. So simple. All the letters were foreordained for God's children to come along and delight in the riddles of God. The ERN is on top. The yak is on top of the Himalayas. The orca is on top. You've got three animals of each different kingdom. The air, the land, and the sea. That are all on top that equal cocoa. Just like the cones. Done. So when I'm walking on Cocoa Up Trail and I run into a fern, that reminds me of the ERN. And the fern points up just like cocoa takes you up. So the ERN, E-R-N, is a king of the skies. The yak is a king of the land because the yak is the mammal that treads on the highest places of the earth, the Himalayas, where Everest is. He's characterized by horns, which equals double cocoa. H-O-N and R-S, which are certainly on top. And then finally, the orca is the king of the ocean, which equals cocoa. So you've got the ERN, king of the skies. You've got the yak, king of the mountains. And you've got the orca, the king of the sea. They all equal cocoa. What are you waiting for? Start drinking this stuff like water whenever you crave it. Okay? And like I said, I'm taking a tinkle in the woods because I need to. And there's ferns in front of my face. It's God speaking to me again about cocoa. Because ferns reminds me of the ERN. Oh, there's Mr. Squirrel. You can solve him and get revelations on why that happened. Okay? The ferns remind me of the ERN, which reminds me to drink cocoa. It's like you study everything, you know. In your day and in your life, you just be like, man, he's right. All roads actually do lead to cocoa. Jiminy. And you start drinking the pure organic stuff at the highest quality and level and quantity, and woo! You're higher than the ERN, you're higher than the yak, and you're higher than the orca. Congratulations. Thank you for the Nobel Prize. More importantly, thank you for the salvation of the human race in Jesus' name and the happiness of this world like they've never known.